Many of us love the look of wood flooring, but not the maintenance and wear and tear issues that go along with it. Kate Spencer from Tile Outlets of America is here to show us options in the very popular wood look tiles. So I have learned from talking to you that wood look tiles are classified by lengths.
Yes, so there's so many varieties of lengths, you know, so you think of, we're going to talk about widths of the planks, you know, and we're going to talk about lengths of the planks because I think they're both, you know, really important and there's a lot of uses that you can do. So we're going to look at some ideas.
How do you know where to start? That is the overwhelming part. You know, you've got the 20s, the 30s, the 40 inches of the lengths. Does a big room mean big tiles?
Not necessarily. So don't, you know, a lot of people run into like they have a small space, they think they need a small tile. That's not necessarily true. I would say your rule of thumb is always go for the look and the design and the color that's going to complement your room.
Okay, and that's why you have people to help.
Because that's where you're going to find, you know, and there's varieties in all the lengths, so really go for the look first. Don't worry about the size.
And then you'll figure out what size we need. So let's start by options in 24-inch planks.
Yeah, so 6x24 is a very popular plank, so you're going to see a lot of this that's been out there for a long time, and that's been the, you know, going population. It's actually going to get larger as we go, but you can see in some of these images, you can't tell the size of the tile.
No,
you know, so when
really.
you look through all of the images that we're going to show today, you're not going to be able to say, well, that's a 24 versus, you know, the next one, you know. So again, so you go from more of a lighter wood to a darker wood. Again, you're going to want to pick the tile that's going to, you know, complement your design in your home.
Oh, wow. And then you can make the size work in whichever pattern you're looking for.
This is a tile that's on the desk that we're going to show you. This was featured in A&E Flip Wars Buying Blind here in Sarasota. And this home just aired just a couple weeks ago, and that's a 6x24 used in the entire home.
That's this one here?
Wow.
And that's this one here, and I mean, and when you look at a single piece versus an entire room scene, it really, you know, is dynamite.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got really cool grain to it. It looks like a barn door.
This is like a barn wood.
And it's nice when you look at the tile to see what it can become, because sometimes it can be hard to visualize it until you see it laid out in an entire room.
And I would tell you, take a box home, lay it out, lay an entire box home, you know, just so you can get that variation of the look.
And you can do that. We can bring it home, we can look at it on the floor, and then come back and
bring it back.
Adjust. Okay, that's good to know.
Idea.
All right, so we looked at 24-inch ones, and you said you also then have some 30-inch examples.
So 30 inches, again, 30 is going to range and, you know, from a 30 to a 32, 36. So you kind of, again, I want to show you, this is a wall and floor. This is a bathroom. Don't think of wood planks just on your floor. So look at that, a 30-inch plank on your shower wall. What a great little compliment that is. The floor is a darker color, and the walls is a lighter color. So there you have two, you know, colors in the same format that you can actually make that a wood look in your bathroom.
Okay, so
You wouldn't think about that.
No, and it makes
this design,
makes
I love
sense
this.
too. Yeah, what do you call that?
This is a herringbone.
Okay.
So this is a, you know, really you can do a herringbone in any size. So don't be, people used to think you could only do that in a smaller format. Here's a 36-inch plank done in a herringbone pattern. And it really just changes the look of the room.
Yes, the way it was laid out is gorgeous.
Yeah. This is actually a 10-inch wide plank by 30. So 10 inches wide by 30 long. Again, though, when you look at a room all done like that, you know, it's really hard to tell sizes necessarily. So don't be scared by any sizes that you have. And this is a 36-inch plank as well in a lighter tone.
Classic. It's very pretty.
Yeah, very modern.
Yeah, lots of different
Very
options.
Yeah, a
for
lot
what
of
you do
different
with it.
options.
Yeah, and that's great because again, there's not that many options in regular wood, so you really get to open up what you want to do when you use the wood plank look. And then 40 inches, which sounds absolutely enormous.
And it is not enormous. Believe it or not, I just came back from a show and they're even got 70-inch planks now. So I mean, it's not as you know, enormous as it may look in a picture. So I think that's what's kind of going to be really interesting that you can see. This is a 48-inch long plank.
Wow.
Again, with like a little wear in it, so it kind of gives you that little
Looks
textured
knotty.
wear, and you know, really fun. So I mean, don't be afraid of the size of a, you know, 40 inches, 4 feet. I mean, I carried it in. It's like a long plank, but it really takes up a, you know, think about this in a small space. You know, less grout joining, really clean lines. You know, so you know, keep that in mind when you're looking at that, because I think that's going to be something that you guys can play. Again, look at this in a diagonal.
Oh wow!
So it changes the room view of how you're looking at it. Don't always think that you have to go straight on. Another herringbone look in a larger format. So don't be afraid to use that large. And this I love.
Cool.
They actually took 6 of the 48-inch planks, laid them together, and made that kind of like a box weave kind of look in the floor. So it's not just laying them straight, so you have a lot of designs. And this is my favorite. Actually, the color is Pinot Noir, and we brought that one as our feature one to show you on the floor. But what a great idea to name a series of wood as, you know, wine colors. I love that, you know.
Well, and the durability is there. Is the durability to the point that you even have these go outside in porcelain?
Yeah, absolutely. Porcelain planks are totally suitable for an outdoor environment. So you can take these out. Some come with a little bit of texture on them, you know, so if you have them out around a lanai that might get wet or whatever, it, you know, totally works.
All right, there is a wood plank tile for everyone. And of course, the designers at Tile Outlets of America are there to help you figure out what works in your home. Do not be intimidated. You can bring them home, try it out, and then exchange as needed. You can visit them in Tampa, Fort Myers, and right here in Sarasota on Cattleman Road, or find them online at tileoutlets.com. We'll be right back.
Yay.